Hey YouTube, this is Lisa and you're watching The Backward Glance. So today is December 3rd, 2019. November is over, did all my accounting last night, and I'm really happy with how November wrapped up. So we will see how we can close out this year. Today I have another What Sold Quickly on eBay video for you, and in these videos I share 10 items that I flipped within the first 30 days of being listed in my eBay store. If you haven't seen my videos, I do primarily sell clothing, I dabble a little bit in jewelry, and basically anything else I can flip for a profit. So there's a few non-clothing items in here, but if you're not into apparel, this is probably not the video for you. If you are into apparel, please keep watching. And we'll dive into item number 1 here. Oh, by the way, I do have a bonus item as usual at the end, and that's something that doesn't fall into that 30-day category, but we're going to talk about it anyway. So for the 10 items, number 1 is this Levi's 524 2 super low jeans. I've probably had these in What Sold videos before, and this is an item that I will pick up if I can get it for cheap anytime. If I can get it for like maybe under $3. They just sell so fast for me and so consistently, even though the profit is not great. So it is a true bread and butter item. I paid $158 for this pair. I sold it for my full asking price of $18, and that took 3 days. We're all familiar with Levi, but in case you haven't picked up the 2 super low, there is the tag from the back. Item 2 is this cool top. This is a woman's top. I was able to find the style name, which was Vara. Women's cool has not done as well for me in this season as it was doing for me last fall. I still pick it up if I can get it for cheap. So I paid $2.80 for this and sold it through offers to watchers for $18. That took 23 days, and here is the cool tag from the inside. Alright, item number 3, and these were beat up. I picked them up because I thought they were cool, never found this brand before. In good condition, this brand can sell for quite a bit more. I priced it much lower than comps and sold it much lower than I priced it because of the condition, but still kind of always cool to try out a new brand. So I don't know how to pronounce this. Ilse or Ilse Jacobson Hornbeck. Cool lace-up rain boots. Definitely has a following. I got a lot of watchers on these. I paid $10.54. I sold them to an offer through a buyer who we kind of negotiated over messages for $34 plus shipping, and that took 19 days to sell. Alright, I had one of these, I believe, in my last video. This is a Peter Millar Nano Luxe Easy Care shirt, and this was a great size at 2XL. I paid $3.41 for this shirt. I sold it for my full asking price of $28. That took 13 days, and there is the close-up of the tag for you. Item 5 is an item that I bought thinking that it was a pair of women's jeans. Sometimes when I find things in the women's section, I don't really question it. And then I got home and realized these are men's. So I haven't sold Joe's jeans in a while, and I forgot that they tag their men's jeans with just the waist size. So men's jeans are usually tagged with the waist and the inseam. And when you see just the waist size, that's a woman's size. But in the case of Joe's jeans, if you're selling them, keep in mind that's not the case. There's not a lot of Joe's jeans, in my opinion, worth selling, but in this size, in a woman's, I thought that would be great. I'm glad they still sold fast as a men's jean. So I looked up the style and realized it's only a men's style, the Rebel straight leg. I paid $4.25 for these. I sold them for my full asking price of $32. That took 26 days. I probably wouldn't pick them up in like a smaller size even for men's because Joe's jeans just don't do that well for me in general, but there is the tag. I guess if I found a men's size and it was smaller, I would probably look up the sell-through rate, but I didn't do that before this video, so I can't really tell you if it's worth it. Okay, this is non-clothing. I think I shared this in a haul. I can't quite remember. Mackenzie Childs. This is a very expensive brand. They make a lot of home decor stuff. They make these really cool ornaments. Um, Look them up and check out some of the ones that they make. This one, and I knew this when I got it, it's like it's for a baby's first year, you know, it's like a commemorative type thing. And I knew that it wasn't going to be like a very sought after ornament. So, that being said, I still picked it up, new in the box in great condition, ornament with the tag on it and everything, like, kind of couldn't pass it up. I paid $11.11 for this. I sold it for a best offer of $40. That took 20 days. And a lot of people like auction these off when they have the more desirable styles. It's definitely something to keep an eye out for, and if you're not familiar with the brand, you basically look for this checkerboard, this kind of like worn checkerboard pattern. You can see that this item sold on clearance for $79 at wherever this brand is sold. Okay, here's a jewelry item. This is a really cool rattlesnake brooch made by a Zuni designer named Harlan Kunsis. And, excuse me, this is an item that I picked up on eBay. I bought a lot of 6 sterling silver items. It was 2 bracelets and 4 brooches. I did do an unboxing video of that if you're interested, because I was just so happy with everything. So, this is the item that I saw in the lot that I thought that I could at least make my money back on, and then kind of everything else would be a bonus. So I paid $47.90 for the lot. I sold this overnight for $62, so already in the profit. And then in the next video, we will see the next item that sold from that lot. So that's doing pretty well for me, and I was really thankful that the seller who sold this had great pictures, because I would never have known just from the front of this that it was a known designer, but I was able to do some research before the auction ended and picked this up at a great price. So I'm keeping my eye out for items that I can buy on eBay and resell on eBay, and they might be few and far between, but this was definitely worth it. On to item number 8, a pair of Madewell jeans. These are the 9-inch high-riser skinny skinny. I don't consider 9-inch a high rise for jeans. I consider that mid-rise, but for whatever reason, they call this the high riser, so I go with it. I paid $8.43 for these. I sold them for an offer of $30. That took 20 days. Madewell is definitely not selling for the prices it sold for last fall and winter, but still a lot of the styles are worth picking up, so it's one of those things. Just make sure that you check the comps for the style that you find. Alright, here is an item that I really debated over buying because it's got a couple things going against it, but a couple things going for it. So this is a J. Crew Ludlow blazer. I have sold a Ludlow suit before, and here is the tag from the inside. So number one thing going against it is that it's short, and short stuff, especially in men's, does not usually sell quickly for me. The other thing going against it is that it is a suit coat, and suit coats can be very difficult to sell if you don't have the pants with them. So if you don't know, these men's jackets are blazers, suit coats, and sport coats, and they're not the same thing, and a lot of people call them all blazers, but they're not the same thing. So a blazer should have gold or silver buttons. It's traditionally like navy and gold, and it's meant to be worn on its own. It doesn't come with pants that match. So people wear them with jeans or khakis, whatever. A sport coat is similar but without the gold buttons. So a lot of times they're like plaid or have elbow patches, things like that. They're meant to be able to go out, move around. They're cut a little different for ease of motion. Um, Again, they don't come with a matching pair of pants. A suit coat is meant to be worn as a suit coat with a matching pair of pants that is cut from the same dye lot, because if you just buy a random pair of pants and a random suit coat, the colors could be slightly off. Blah blah blah. Just a little lesson, I guess, in the difference between these jackets, because I think that men who are looking for blazers probably get frustrated with everybody calling every kind of jacket a blazer in the men's. So that being said, lecture over. Here's what makes it really special is that it's made with Loro Piana wool. And Loro Piana wool content is always going to raise the value, or generally going to raise the value of any sport coat, suit coat, or blazer that you find. All of that being said, I paid $8.43 for this, sold it through offers to watchers for $62, and it only took 4 days to sell. I really thought I would sit on this for a while just because of that size and not having the pants. Super thankful that that sold quick. And we will move on to item 10, and then we've got our bonus item. Item 10. Okay, don't get too excited about the price because I definitely accepted a much lower offer here, but this is a Shot Perfecto brand toggle coat. Kind of looks like a woman's coat, but it is a men's coat. I found the model picture. There is the Perfecto brand name, and this tag, if you see the small print there, says it was manufactured in these United States by Shot NYC. Obviously could be a unisex coat, and really, really cool, really nice condition, really like sturdy denim. I think it said like white oak cone denim on the inside. Yeah. I had never heard of this brand, and I knew it was something that needed to be looked up. It was just like such a nice quality. So, Shot makes a lot of leather, and their leather stuff can sell for a lot of money. So if you find a Shot leather jacket, you might be looking at, like on the low end, 200 up to hundreds of dollars, many hundreds. I couldn't really find comps on eBay for the denim coats. I could find lots of pictures online of their different denim coats, but just not comps. So I aimed really high, and I knew that I aimed high. And in the end, I was really just hoping I'd get like 60 to 80 at the lowest. But I ended up negotiating with a buyer for $100, and I was really, really happy with that. I paid only $8.46 for this. I was super surprised my thrift store didn't price it up any higher than that. Normally their coats, just kind of any brand of coat is higher than that, so I got really lucky. And this took 29 days to sell, so it just snuck into this video. I got a lot of watchers on it, and I think that I just had to find that sweet spot on the pricing. Probably aimed a little bit too high. Sent out a lot of offers for like 140 and 120, and finally settled on 100, but I'm really happy with that, and I will definitely keep an eye out for this brand in the future. And my bonus item here did not sell within 30 days, but it was a good sale. Sometimes I share a bad sale for my bonus, but I didn't really have a lot of like super old items sell in the last few days, so let's look at this good item. This is a little boxed figurine from the movie A Christmas Story. This was put out by Department 56. There's a whole line. It's like for a Christmas village. And there are several pieces in the line that are valuable, and then a lot of them that aren't. So I actually picked up two at the same time, and the other one sold for like $10. It was the family unboxing the leg lamp. And then this one, I was completely stunned to see the prices on. I did have this for 2 months. I got a lot of watchers, and I would send out offers, and nobody was getting it. And I think the last sold comp was for like $180 or something. And I started to think that maybe the only person in the entire world that would ever pay over $100 for this had already bought it and didn't need it, and I was gonna end up selling this for like $20. Just because when you get that many rejected offers, you start to worry like maybe it's not a good item after all. I paid $2.10 for this. I sold it through offers to watchers for $114, so phenomenal profit on that. And it took 2 months and 1 day, so I'm really happy with that. This is an item that I wanted to share because it's not that old. You might have it in your house. You might know somebody who has it in their collection and would rather have $100 for it than have it sitting around, because I'm sure it didn't cost $100 to begin with. So that is my bonus item for you today. Thanks a lot for watching my videos. As always, please feel free to like, dislike, comment, or subscribe, and have a great day.